Well, folks, it is now 10:51 p.m. on the 12th of August 2026, a Wednesday night. This should be a familiar study as a leadoff NGC 7048. I call it the button planetary. It's quite present in the field, even though I have stacked. Now we've got 6 stacks. Maybe I stopped it. This is 5 stacks at total exposure time of 25 seconds with a contrast setting of 3.0. Very nice black dark ground sky and high contrast with the frontier of the planetary nebula. I am going to go ahead and we're going to cover the NGC 7050 to 7099 series tonight. There shouldn't be too many studies. A lot of them are deep south. So this is a good place to start. And with that, let me go ahead and see what NGC 7050 is. So I'm going to progress it. It's an open cluster in Cygnus, and it falls within -30 to +45 degrees declination. Okay, NGC 7050 is an open cluster in Cygnus. It's 5 by 2 arc minutes in size, 3,800 light years distant. Right ascension 211508 with a declination of +36 degrees, 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm using a contrast setting, I do believe, on this somewhat smoky night of 2.5 to darken the background field. And there is no specification as to its open cluster type. And with that, let's head out. Okay, here we have 6 stacks of a galaxy in Aquarius, magnitude 14, 1.4 by 1.1 arc minutes. It's a spiral with a lowercase a, brownish core, 111 million light years distant, so probably somewhere around 50,000 light years in diameter. RA 211951 with a declination of -8 degrees, 46 minutes and 58 seconds. NGC 7052 is a galaxy in Vulpecula. This is interesting. I resynchronized to the one that was, I believe it was in Aquarius. Magnitude 12.4, oh, that works. 2.5 by 1.5 arc minute elliptical, 225 million light years distant. Puts this probably somewhere around 175,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 21 hours, 18 minutes, 33 seconds with a declination of +26 degrees, 26 minutes and 49 seconds. NGC 7053 is a galaxy in Pegasus. Magnitude 13, 1.4 by 1.3 arc minutes in size. It's a compact, which means it's pretty much doesn't have much more than a core region without much of a way of extension of spiral arms. 213 million light years distant means it's probably about 10,000 light years in diameter. RA 212107 with a declination of +23 degrees, 5 minutes and 5 seconds. NGC 7056 is a galaxy, once again in Pegasus, magnitude 12.9, smallish for that magnitude, 1 by 0.9 arc minutes. That's typically a 13.5 magnitude galaxy. Spiral with a bar, lowercase bc, much like our own Milky Way. 242 million light years distant, probably about a little bit smaller, 80,000 light years in diameter. RA is 212207 with a declination of +18 degrees, 39 minutes and 55 seconds. NGC 7063 is that open cluster right there in Cygnus, magnitude 7, 8 arc minutes in size. Brightest stars are magnitude 8.9. It's a class 3 too, so not particularly condensed. A little loosey-goosey, actually. Stars are of similar magnitude, moderately. 2,200 light years distant. RA is 2124 21 with a declination of plus 36 degrees, 29 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm going to back off a little bit on the contrast there. Now it's down to 2.2. NGC 7065 is a faintish galaxy, and I do believe we're seeing it towards the middle of the field. In Aquarius, magnitude 15, but it's quite large, 1.1 by 0.9 arc-minute spiral with a bar, AB class, 336 million light years distance, so probably somewhere around 110, 115K light years in diameter. RA 212642 with a declination of minus 6 degrees, 59 minutes and 43 seconds. Strangely, there's a much brighter NGC 7065A, which I suspect is this galaxy here, and this was 7065. Speculating. AdventuresInDeepSpace.com, Steve Gottlieb. 65A is a magnitude 13.1 and larger, 1.5 by 1.4 arc minutes, okay. Spiral with a bar and a lowercase c, so not much of a core. Intriguing. 327 million light years distant means it's probably about 165,000 light years in diameter. RA 212657. Declination minus 7 degrees, 1 minute and 19 seconds. NGC 7066 is a galaxy. There's one there. In Pegasus, magnitude 13.8, 0.9 by 0.9, spiral with a lowercase b, 233 million light years distant, meaning it's probably about 70,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension, 212613, with a declination of plus 14 degrees, 10 minutes, 57 seconds. NGC 7068 is a faintish galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 14.8, relatively small. See how far north it is, because they tend to be further to the west. I should realign my scope. If I don't do a 3-star alignment every couple of weeks or so, it starts getting like this. 7068, magnitude 14.8, 0.7 by 0.3 arc minutes. Yeah, aspect ratio looks good. Spiral with peculiarities, 236 million light years distant, probably somewhere around 60K in diameter. RA 212632 with a declination of plus 12 degrees, 11 minutes and 2 seconds. NGC 7069 is also a galaxy, and this one's in Aquarius, magnitude 13.4, 1.3 by 0.8 arc minutes. Lenticular spiral, 414 million light years distance, so probably about 175K in diameter. Right ascension, 212805. Declination, minus 1 degree, 38 minutes, 48 seconds. NGC 7073 is a little hard to pick out here. Oh, there's a fainty there. Let's see what it is. Galaxy in Capricorn. Okay, it's pretty far south. We need a few stacks to reveal it. A magnitude 14, 0.9 by 0.8 arc minute spiral with a lowercase bc, 247 million light years distance, so maybe 65K in diameter. RA is 212926 with a declination of minus 11 degrees, 29 minutes and 19 seconds. NGC 7074 is that galaxy, no doubt, right there. In Pegasus, magnitude 15, 0.7 by 0.3, quite present. It's a compact. Must be rather edge-on, however. 160 million light years distant, puts it at about 35 to 40K in diameter. RA 212939, deck plus 6 degrees, 40 minutes and 55 seconds. 6 stacks in. 10 minutes and 30 seconds in. We just turned a corner. We're looking for a galaxy in Aquarius, magnitude 13.1. An elliptical galaxy 0.8 by 0.7 arc minutes, a mere 51 million light years distant. This one's quite small, probably about 15K in diameter. Right ascension 21, 29, 59 with a declination of plus 2 degrees, 24 minutes and 50 seconds. NGC 7078. A very bright globular cluster in Pegasus, and you might assume it's a Messier 15 in this case. 6.4 magnitude, quite bright, 12.3 arc minutes in size. The brightest stars are quite present, magnitude 12.6. It's a class 4, so on the more condensed end of the spectrum for globular clusters, 33,000 light years distant. Right ascension 21, 29, 58 with a declination of plus 12 degrees, 10 minutes and 1 second. Beautiful view. Very sharp stars. Focus is good tonight, and the sky is quite stable despite having smoke in it. NGC 7080 is no doubt a galaxy in Vulpecula, magnitude 12.3, 1.8 by 1.7. Arc minute spy with a bar, lowercase b, has a very stellar looking core, does it not? 219 million light years distant. I'd say somewhere around 120,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 213001, declination plus 26 degrees, 43 minutes and 3 seconds. We're getting a sense of oblateness in its extensions at this point. Some 8 stacks in and 40 seconds of exposure time. NGC 7081 is no doubt that Aegean-looking galaxy. This one happens to be an Aquarius, magnitude 12.7. It's got a faint larger one off here to the east-southeast. I wonder if we're going to run into that one next. This one's 1.3 by 1.3 arc minutes in size, spire with a lowercase b, and the other one up there doesn't have much of a core at all. 147 million light years distant puts it at probably right around 50,000 light years in diameter. RA 213124, declination plus 2 degrees, 29 minutes and 26 seconds. NGC 7084 is that very triangular open cluster. It's in Pegasus, magnitude 12, so not a lot of combined magnitudes. Some 20 arc minutes in size, 2,500 light years distant, not very distinct, with a moderate variety of magnitudes associated with it. Right ascension 213233 with a declination of plus 17 degrees, 30 minutes and 30 seconds. NGC 7085 is a faintish galaxy. In Pegasus, magnitude 15.2, but it's 1 by 0.4 arc minutes in aspect ratio and size. Let's consider this one here and then consult with Steve Gottlieb at adventuresindeepspace.com. It's a spire with a lowercase b, 381 million light years distance, so probably somewhere around 125K in diameter. RA is 213225 with a declination of plus 6 degrees, 34 minutes and 51 seconds. It is beginning to pop now that we've got some 9 stacks and 45 seconds of exposure time. What we're seeing here is another one of those Aquarian globular clusters, which also happens to be a Messier by the number dose. Magnitude 6.5, 11.7 arc minutes in size. Not much of a sky. It's not finding matched triangles. What is going on? 11.7 arc minutes in size, magnitude 13.1 of the brightest stars, and we're not getting much of that. It's a class 2, which means very condensed, 37,000 light years distant. RA is 213327 with a declination of minus 49 minutes and 23 seconds. Not finding matched triangles, don't know what's going on. Looking up in the sky towards the scope, doesn't look that bad up there. Very peculiar. Should be interesting to see this one in its natural habitat. We are looking for NGC 7094, planetary nebula, and we're not getting much of it, are we? Oh, there it is. Okay. In Pegasus, magnitude 13.4, 99 by 91 arc seconds. Central stars, magnitude 13.6, 4,400 light years distant. RA 213652 with a declination of plus 12 degrees, 47 minutes, 19 seconds. Getting a sense of deja vu on this one. Anyway, NGC 7094. The wedding, I call it the wedding ring, planetary nebula in Pegasus. Okay, I just looked up and I did notice that there is a band of clouds that were associated with the last globular cluster, but not so much here. This is NGC 7099, a globular cluster in Capricornus, otherwise known as Messier 30, one of the last studies that you will have to pick out if you do a Messier marathon. It's magnitude 6.9, 8.9 arc minutes in size. Brightest stars are magnitude 12.1. The delta is not very high, about 5 magnitudes, but it is a class 5. Very interesting. 26,000 light years in diameter. Right ascension 21 hours 40 minutes 22 seconds with a declination of minus 23 degrees 10 minutes 45 seconds. Not going to go out on this. We're only 17 minutes into this video, and I kind of left it running for a while. So as I mentioned, there weren't that many studies in the NGC 7050 to 7099 series. Let's go back, and I believe it was Messier 2, but it could have been Messier 15. And we'll have another look at it. Hopefully the cloud bank has passed. Well, we got a better view last time. That cloud bank has not passed. So we'll have to choose something to go out on. Hang in there, and I'll see what I can turn up. Okay, how about a little tour of the Veil complex, beginning with NGC 6960. Not a bad view. Magnitude 7. It's not 210 by 160 arc minutes. That's the entire complex, I believe. 1,500 light years distant. RA 204550 with a declination of plus 30 degrees, 42 minutes 30 seconds. That's a very nice view. We've got 9 stacks of 45 seconds. Let's look for several other of the Veil complex components. Okay, our next Veil component is NGC 6974. It's only vaguely visible. Oh, wait. Okay, we're a little out of position here. All right, it's supernova remnant, part of the Veil complex. Supernova that blew up about 10 to 15,000 years ago. Distance was only 1,500 light years. It must have been pretty intense. NGC 6974 is at right ascension 20 hours, 51 minutes, and 4 seconds. It's kind of splotchy and it spreads out. It's not quite as present, nor does it have any kind of suggestive shape other than vagaries of a cloud-like environment. We're at RA 2050-104 with a declination of plus 31 degrees, 49 minutes, and 42 seconds with 11 stacks and 60 seconds of exposure time. Let's try it for the next part of the remnant. NGC 6979 is hinted at here in the field, but we've only got 3 stacks, 15 seconds total. It's kind of small, but I'm seeing far more of it here. I'm not sure which remnant we're talking about. We can see it streaming here across the field. 3 by 2 arc minutes in size, 1,500 light years distant. RA 2050-28 with a declination of plus 32 degrees, 1 minute 36 seconds. I think this is about the most northerly aspect of the Veil complex. Quite beautiful, despite its subtlety. right in through here. Lots of faint texture that you have to spend some time observing. We're now 11 stacks, 55 seconds in. It's beginning to make itself quite present. 6992. Whoops, perhaps over magnified it, although it makes it nice and bright. Let's get back to this size, is the center of the Eastern Veil complex. Magnitude 7 and correct size, 60 by 8 arc minutes in size. 1,500 light years distant, of course. RA is 20 hours, 56 minutes, 19 seconds, with a declination of plus 31 degrees, 44 minutes, and 36 seconds. Now, there is, of course, an NGC 6995, and they can be conjoined together. This is 6995 over here, so I'm going to go ahead and shift things around. Let's go center on it first. Then we'll shift things around. Okay, here we have the centering on NGC 6995. We got 3 stacks, 15 seconds. It's really popping tonight. This is quite astonishing. Maybe the smoke is clearing up a little bit. I've got a contrast setting of 2.2. We're only doing 5-second exposures. We've now got 6 of them for 30 seconds, and the Eastern Veil complex looks quite nice. No nebula filter, no O3 filter. It's just a light pollution filter in the optical train. We're seeing both emissive and reflective components. I'm going to shift things around so we can see the entire Eastern complex all at once. I've done this before, and it is quite a splendid view, and we will let it run for quite a while because we've only 22 minutes, almost 23 minutes into this astrovid. We should take some time and really draw this beauty out. Okay, let's start stacking them up. We got 1 stack, 5 seconds, and we've gone to 10 seconds. Now let me get these control bars out of the way. We're seeing the whole complex develop. 3 stacks, 15 seconds, 4. You can see right there where it says current image. It'll disappear and then it'll be 5, roughly in that basic area. Seeing some beautiful arching striations just dropping down right over here in the NGC 6995, and of course we see NGC 6992 there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow it to build up to, since we're only 24 minutes into this astrovid and I have to edit out a little bit, I'm going to let it go ahead up to 360 seconds as we've done the previous exploration of the evening. And then we'll also have a look at it if we increase the exposure time to 30 seconds as well. So let me run this up to 360 seconds at 5-second intervals. Well, my plans have been dashed. We're starting to get those bands of clouds now in the region of the nebulosity of the supernova remnant. And so what we will do is we will just have to be content with the beauty of the view that we've already achieved. And with that, I am going to say, Carpe Noctem.